My name is Michael Hudgins. My current project that I play with right now is called How and Why. We're an acoustic duo. It's me and my girlfriend Lindsay Rakers. I've been playing music I've been performing, writing and performing in an amateur fashion for about 15 years now. Well, I should start by saying that I am an alcoholic. I was drinking heavily for, again, 15 years, about as long as I've been writing and performing. It started off as just college boy, being a college boy, just drinking, partying, having fun, playing in bands. But I did realize early on that I felt a little different. Like when I started drinking, I did not want to stop. And I wasn't sure if everyone else was like me, in my friend group. I assumed they weren't. I assumed they could go to bed when they wanted to and not pass out or black out, which is what I did. Being sober, now that I'm I'm more in touch with emotions and feelings, and I knew that I was sad a lot of my early adulthood while I was drinking, but I didn't know why, and I chose to numb it with alcohol. I didn't want to face it. So depression, anxiety, and all that, I would always self-medicate with alcohol. So now that I'm sober, I'm having to face these issues head on and talk about them. And that's what I've been doing. That's why I'm here today, to talk about it. I talk about it with my girlfriend. I also have found affordable therapy that I can, that's helped a lot. I was going about once a week right after that last bender. I started going once a week, and that helped a lot. And I never would have thought. I said that when my girlfriend was trying to get me to go to AA meetings, I said, well, I don't want to go to AA meetings because that'll make me think of alcohol. It'll make me want to drink. So it was that kind of backwards logic to where I was like, I don't want to go, that'll just make me drink more. Like, no. Talking about it, and I never thought I was the type to actually talk about, first of all, anything that I was feeling or anything heavy, anything serious. I didn't ever want to talk about. But I found that a lot of people are out there who do care, who do want to listen, and they want to share their stories with you too. And it's a great thing. It's a valuable thing. And I'd also go into therapy thinking that I don't have shit to say today. I'm not going to say anything. What's the point? Whatever. I'll go anyways. As soon as I sit down, I just start talking, just start going, and I come out of those sessions feeling a lot better. Well, looking back on some songs that I wrote maybe 10 years ago at the full height of all the partying, like there was I wrote a song called Head Shaker, just about people who just kind of, they shake their heads at you like, what are you doing, And it was just all about how I'm going to do what I want to do. You mind your business. Whatever I do is my problem, So I look back at a song like that and kind of like, it makes me laugh. And then 3 or 4 years ago, so I got a DUI and then kind of was forced to stop drinking. And so at some point I wrote a song about not drinking. I wrote Bloodshot Eyes. I thought I didn't really think that I was done with alcohol, but this was a song about not drinking alcohol. And I kind of took an honest look about how, like, I had a problem with it. And you can hear that in the song. But at the same time, when I wrote it, I knew that I was not done drinking. So it was kind of like a front. And sure enough, I didn't stop drinking. I drank a few years after that until I almost drank myself to death. One of the first things when I went to therapy that she asked me, she said, "What are you eating?" I gave her a brief description. She said, "Well, you need to feed yourself better. You need to eat healthy stuff, And so And with the help of my girlfriend, who's already super healthy and has been for years, and as soon as we started dating, she's been getting me to eat more healthy. I've been able to eat healthier and therefore feel better. Just that change alone. So I don't. So now I get excited about different types of food. I get excited about, this is not healthy, but different types of coffee. Ginger beer has been a great substitute because, obviously it's non-alcoholic. And exercise. I've been going to the gym for the first time since I was a sophomore in high school. So those are some things that I've replaced alcohol with. The song is called "I Was Wrong." I wrote it in October of last year. So I was sober for maybe a couple of months, but really hadn't bought in yet. And then Lindsay left the country, and so I thought it would be a good idea to just go crazy one night. I bought a fifth of vodka and 2 bottles of wine and finished those in less than 2 days. Well, less than a day and a half. So it's a miracle that I didn't kill myself doing that. But so coming out of that, shit hit the fan. And then the next couple days I wrote this song, and I just felt the amount of shame was just unbearable. I looked in the mirror and I felt like, that I was on fire, but at the same time I was numb to it. It was, one of the worst feelings I've ever had, and I wrote this song kind of around that. And there's a glimmer of hope in the song, I guess. Maybe not lyrically, but I hope you can, I hope people can hear it sprinkled in there a little bit. So yeah, this song is called "I Was Wrong." Thought I knew who I was, thought I had it all figured out, thought I knew who I was wrong, so wrong. Thought I drew a line, thought I'd never cross that line, thought I drew it deep enough. I was wrong. Under the weight of it all, I can't stand. My clothes are on fire, and in the mirror is a burning man. All I can do is look away. Thought I gave you up, I thought you were as good as gone, thought I put you deep in the ground. I was wrong. Thought I gave it all, thought I gave it all that I had, thought I could not take anymore. I was wrong. Under the weight of it all, I can't stand. My clothes are on fire, and in the mirror is a burning You know, when you talk about stigmas and you talk about whether it's alcoholism or mental health, I think I've heard more and more that it's the stigma is kind of giving way a little bit. It's becoming slightly more acceptable to talk about it in society's terms, and I think of realizing that it is acceptable no matter what. And I'm kind of rambling at this point, but so you just probably have to cut all this shit.